All right, guys, we are going to wrap up our unit over systems of equations by talking about systems of inequalities. So we have in the previous unit talked about what a linear inequality is, where we drew an equation that had an inequality in it. We decided whether it was a dashed line or a solid line based upon the inequality symbol. And then we decided if we were going to shade below or above the line to represent the solutions based on whether it was less than or greater than or so on. So now we're going to take that idea and we're going to combine it with a system. So we're going to have two or more, in our case just two, linear inequalities that we're going to graph and then find the solution set to. So let's look at our first inequality here. Notice that it is not in slope-intercept form. So the first thing we need to do, which we should all be experts at, is get this inequality in slope-intercept form. So as you can see, I'm doing that right now. You should be doing this on your paper as well. And I find out that my inequality says y is greater than or equal to 3/2 x plus 1. Okay, now my second inequality, y is less than 4x plus 3, is already in slope-intercept form. So that's great. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this using Desmos. Desmos makes it very clear how to do this. So I'm going to pull up Desmos and I'm going to type in my inequalities that I had. So I had y is greater than or equal to, and then I had 3/2, and then there was an x, and then let's see here what was next, plus 1. So plus 1. Okay, so as you can see, if it would have been an equal sign, we would just have that line, that red line right there. But now, because it's greater than or equal to, I shaded above the line. It's a solid line, meaning the solutions are on that line, and we shaded above the line. So this is my solution set, all this red stuff. And I can zoom out, and you can see there's lots and lots of solutions. Now I'm going to plug in my other inequality, which is y is less than, so I'm going to go to y is less than 4x, and then it was 4x plus 3. Notice when this graph's in blue, first of all, my line is dashed, meaning the points that are on that line right there are not included. They're not solutions. And then because it's less than, we shaded everything below the line. Now, if I zoom out here, I want you to see the solution to this inequality is this overlapping area right here. This other color, the red and the blue mixed, all of this part would be the solution set. So any of these ordered pairs, okay, like I could figure out what this ordered pair is right here where my mouse is. That would be a solution that would make this inequality, both inequalities, true. Okay, so this part is not a solution because it's not overlapping. This, not a solution because it's not overlapping. In order to make the system of inequalities true, it has to be true for both inequalities. So it's the overlapping region. So this line, not included. This red line is included because it has blue over it. Okay? All right, let's take a look at another example. We have y is greater than x minus 7, and then we have this other inequality that is not in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to hurry up and get that in slope-intercept form, as are you. And after we do that, we see 6y is less than or equal to negative 3x plus 12. Now remember, this doesn't matter for this problem, but remember, if you do divide by, multiply or divide by a negative, remember you have to flip your inequality symbol. So I just want to remind you of that so you don't forget that little piece of information that's important. So now I'm going to go back over to Desmos and I'm going to graph these two inequalities. Y is greater than x minus 7, so let's graph that. Y is greater than x minus 7. And then my other inequality was y is less than or equal to, negative 1/2 x, and then it said plus 2. Okay, so I'm going to go to my home here, and I'm going to take a look at these. So when I graphed the red, I had my dashed line, and I shaded above. When I graphed the blue, I had a solid line, and I shaded below. Where do my solutions lie? They lie right here in this overlapping region where the red and blue overlap. So this area, not a solution. This area, not a solution. This area, not a solution. It is the overlapping region. Remembering that solid line is a solution, dashed line is not a solution, okay? So all my solutions are over here. All right, I think that's probably good. Let's go ahead and do this one. I guess they're both in slope-intercept form, so let's just take a look. Y is greater than or equal to 4x. Y is greater than or equal to 4x, and then it was plus 6. Then the other inequality was very similar, so I'm going to copy and paste that, except for it said minus 5. So let's go ahead and type that in here, and let's take a look at what just happened. Okay, so notice that our lines are parallel. We know that because their slopes were the same. They have different y-intercepts. So the red line had a y-intercept of 6 right here. Okay, the blue line had a y-intercept of negative 5. So they both shaded to above the line, or it's kind of to the left here. Now where do they overlap? They overlap right here. So all of the values that were solutions to this top inequality, the red, are solutions to the system because the blue included that whole region. So this area in here, not a solution, definitely not this white spot. It's everything where the double shade is taking place. So as you can see, I zoom out, there's just tons and tons of solutions. All right, that is it. I'll see you later.